Really thinking about it as like the next generation of human-machine interaction.
Please tell me you don't play We Are Family every single
No,
wedding.
no, bro.
I want to pull the plug.
Not every single family, because that song is actually wound up on some of my do not playlists, you know. And it's pretty funny because we use PMP as well, but we call that premeditated pleasure. You know, so you plan it out, right?
Again.
Get ready for hot takes and insight from local industry experts in real estate, business, and lifestyle. He used to play ball with the Padres. He played hockey for the Lobos. Now they're crushing it in the real estate game. Together, they'll showcase the best of the Duke City. This is All About YouABQ.
Oh, that's right. It is all about YouABQ. Now, the goal of the show is to highlight the best of our city's industry experts in real estate, culture, and lifestyle so that you walk away with some value and feeling inspired. Now, the way we like to do that is to answer the questions you may have or interview the guests you want to see. So we invite you to join the conversation. You can reach out on our social media tag up here or join our email list to get some timely tips about our community and real estate market. Hey, I'm Skip Adams, owner of Sold by Skip Real Estate Brokerage here in Albuquerque.
Grant Harvey, home loan expert.
You probably know Grant as the head coach of the University of New Mexico men's Lobo hockey team, but now he's absolutely crushing it in the mortgage game.
We've seen Skip on HGTV's House Hunters, part of the top 2% producing real estate agents in the city.
Oh, here's why you're going to want to stay tuned as we roll into season 8. We've got a couple of interesting guests this week. Chris Baca of Prosperous Research Systems. He's going to about to drop some knowledge on us on how we can increase our brain power. And then Cider Esquibel, he's the best DJ in the city, award-winning DJ for the past couple of years. So we're going to have some fun, do some dancing, and also get our minds blown. But
yeah, rip some rugs, eh?
rip this one up and throw it in the dumpster.
Great, why? This is nice.
Dude, I am moving slow. Let me preface this. So you played hocky.
You know you're used to moving slow. What the hell kind of interjection is that?
You're an idiot.
You were slow on the ice.
Body-wise, I'm moving slow. So I was thinking about this. When was the last time you felt like actual pain to the point where it was like crippling and it was just like, you know what I mean? Obviously, like hockey, I'm sure you've taken a few hits. You're like, ooh, that was good.
Yeah. Do I be funny about this or do I admit? Yeah. I'm a lot. There's some times where I'm like, what? I went to sleep and now my shoulder doesn't work anymore. Like.
Yeah. No. I get that. I was carrying my daughter down the stairs this weekend, and full on
back
slipped, and Charlie Brown footballed it, feet in the air, landed on my back on the stairs. And I secured the football, don't worry, I secured the football, rolled over, and then I just curled up and I just started making noises. I felt like somebody hit me with a baseball bat. And I was just like,
where'd you get hurt?
Just uncontrollable.
Where was the pain?
My back.
Yeah.
Back. Just like the steps went straight into my back.
Oh, shoot.
Just like screaming. I was like, I thought I shattered my pelvis.
It was like maybe a coordination thing and then combination of hitting your back. Like I've actually in my young years went do. Have you ever slid and like on the heel like all the way down? Yeah. I didn't feel that pain until probably later because in my 20s I was like, so what? You know, this is how I stretch out. Yeah. You know, in the 40s you're like, I'm going to go to the morgue.
Yeah, so I'm on day 3. I can barely bend over. In fact, we have some security camera footage of it. It's kind of funny. The Nest Cam saw it.
I can't believe rates are falling this fast.
That's so dumb.
No, where's the security camera? There it is.
Wow. I didn't know rates were falling this fast. Cheers.
This might be one of the dumbest videos you ever made.
No,
just dressed up, you know me. Putting my kids to bed in a 3-piece, carrying the Merlot. This is so dumb. Is that even your house?
No.
No. It was like, it's probably like a freaking Four Seasons hotel.
Generic office.
Whoa. Wow. I didn't know rates were falling this fast.
We should just put that on the rest of the episode. So dumb.
No, but it's funny how crazy Sora is now. There's some wild AI videos you can make. But
you do that during AI?
Yeah.
We were talking about how useless I think AI is now. I think AI is right now overrated in terms of what the projection would be and what it's doing. I mean, that's just my social commentary.
I'll introduce you to Sora. It'll blow your mind. Those were made on Sora.
Was it?
Yeah.
You didn't have to fall down the stairs?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't be above that. I mean, I'll make anyone laugh for
what else?
$5.
Moving along though, what's new with you?
I had a wedding that I attended to. One of the cool parts about me doing Lobo hockey and my teammates get married. And a lot of my players are starting to do cool stuff. They get married and buy houses and stuff. So, you know, I was asked to speak at this wedding. There I was. So it was requested that I put on this
the
red jacket.
The red hockey jacket.
I took it out of retirement. There's no audio. That's my fault, I guess. So yeah, I mean, you have to just imagine all the funny things I was saying at this point. Yeah, that's it. But you know, it's kind of an honor, and I think it's kind of flattering when your players want you to go speak at the wedding because you made an impact on them, and it's just funny to be part of that. Okay, you don't have to show it anymore unless you like the stripper routine I had. Said a lot of funny comments. You'll have to believe me, but it's just kind of neat to see them get to the next stage. And one of my funny comments was like, "Hey, you know, I kind of encouraged your relationship, Garrett, with Kat. I was never a coach that said just keep on dating because look how it's working out for me." You know? Whole crowd erupted. And I
You'll
lost
be
it.
all
I
right.
flipped over tables. It was so funny, but it's just kind of neat to watch your guys. And I think from coaching, I get to see the trailing effect of having an impact on their
Watching them
lives.
become men, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's why this week, and just impacting men's lives.
Do you feel like you have any rants that you want to rant about before we jump into the next segment?
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess like this is kind of be a hybrid of the Mortgage Minute and rants, but yeah, they're the same. Never smoke. Okay, so if you guys are gonna do any loans and you have a wife or a husband, leave your money alone. Stop transferring it. Stop sending $7 to each other's account. Like, just keep it where it is, because the bane of my existence is basically sourcing money. If you're going to liquidate maybe your stocks, don't move them to your account. Keep them still. Every single time there's transfers, I have to, not me, underwriters, have to see where that money came from. It's called sourcing. The Patriot Act, which should have died a long time ago, actually makes sure that there's not money being sourced through efforts of terrorism. So what it did is it gave this blanket approach to saying, let me scrutinize your accounts, where did money come from? So if you guys are applying for a loan and want to have a down payment, don't move your money. Just keep it still and then show the underwriters, like, this is how much we have. But as soon as you start doing transfers to each other's accounts, it becomes problematic. So, I mean, that's my grants rants, because I'm pretty mad about it. My customers are repeatedly doing this, and I want to, well, hug them firmly. I can't lie, I'm mad at them.
Coming up next, here's why you're going to want to stay tuned. We're joined by Chris Baca of Prosperous Research Systems, and we're going to learn all about how to make us smarter without putting computer chips in our brain, Elon. This is all about YouABQ.
Elon is watching. Listening, but it seems like it has its rhythm and stuff.
Welcome back to YouABQ. I'm Skip Adams, owner of Sold by Skip Real Estate Brokerage here in Albuquerque.
Grand Harvey, home loan expert, and AI not expert.
We're joined in studio by Chris Baca, the CEO of Prosperous Research Systems, an Albuquerque startup working on contactless brain-computer interfaces. Let's unpack what is going on with that whole thing. But first of all, Chris, so you're from Albuquerque, El Dorado kid.
Yes, sir. Born and raised, love this place. You know, really wanting to put Albuquerque on the map as far as showing the world what innovation is possible here.
Bill Gates and him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We have Bill Gates was here. Who else was here? There was, all right, let's move forward. Okay, so obviously UNM, brainiac kind of kid, it sounds like. I mean, you've got some pretty wild ideas in using AI to kind of, help with your company and contactless, what is it? Contactless
Brain-computer interface.
Brain-computer interface.
Really thinking about it as like the next generation of human-machine interaction. Technology is advancing so quickly, and so I think it's only reasonable for the ways that we interact with it to also advance. And one way I like to think about it is the applications for it are, it's if you can think it, you can do it. So it's only limited, the potential is limited by us, right? And what we want to do with it. It could be used for prosthetics, it could be used for AR and VR immersive experiences. I'm able to actually use certain transducers on it to create haptic feedback. So like imagine watching a movie and being able to get
okay, it's a root word.
like touch, and so it's a feeling. And so imagine watching a video game or watching a movie or playing a video game, and you're actually able to feel things that correspond with what's happening on the screen. Or you can use certain frequencies for actually therapeutic effects and whatnot. And then, I mean, those are just a few.
So let's talk a little bit more about AI, because obviously AI is the main word right now in Zeitgeist. And so we had some awesome AI videos in the first round, in the first segment. Sora, stuff like that.
These are like breakthroughs, yeah. Okay, yeah. That was so, yeah. He didn't actually fall down the stairs.
It's magic. So, but there's certain things now that, in talking to you, that were never possible before without AI. And now the fact that there's open source AI, anybody can tap into it and start really multiplying. So we've all heard of items like Neuralink, right, which is a computer chip implant that can help regenerate lost motion or things like that. What you're developing is something that doesn't require a drill to the skull and a computer implant.
Yep.
So talk about some of the differences there between what we all know or have heard of.
Well, so what we're using is ultrasonic and radio frequencies, or like RF frequencies, RF energy. They're both all around us at all times. You know, our Wi-Fi, our cell signal, and so much more. Just regular things vibrating. They create these frequencies that are around us at all times. And so what I'm doing is I'm using AI for what's called sensing, and it actually is able to follow and find changes in the electromagnetic field. And then
Let me ask you this: what type of sensors do you have to have in order to process, you know, these certain changes? I mean, and do you have to develop that sensor, or can you buy one of these sensors on Amazon and just build your own home computer?
You have to wear a hat.
Tinfoil?
Yeah, tinfoil. Yeah. It is, so it's pretty amazing actually, because it really is, you know, it advanced in the AI is that what makes it possible. I have developed some circuit boards, but in all reality, what I'm really working on is doing it through Wi-Fi, or the radio frequency that's created by Wi-Fi. And so using what's called channel state information, you're able to do an awful lot of things. And so I'm using that, and then the ultrasonic transducers are actually just, you know, off-the-shelf, normal ultrasonic transducers.
You know, your average Home Depot trip. A couple of those.
Got a couple of those in my cart right now, actually.
Hey, Amazon is you know, they have everything. So yeah, no, and it's, you know, it makes advancing what we're capable of a lot more, you know.
So I have to take a time out. What catapulted you into going, here's the deal? Where do you start off?
Yeah,
what's the groundwork?
So actually, when I was in school, I did a lot of research on integrating AI with people, or integrating AI with people and technology.
How far back was this?
Actually, just a few years ago.
Okay.
And
Well, that's
so,
still a pioneer, right? I mean, because this had an immense boom.
Yeah.
So it's still the infancy of AI, probably, right?
I mean, there are you know, there are research institutions, universities, and so on that are doing, you know, really amazing things. Like there are some programs and stuff that are actually able to use the same electromagnetic fields and stuff to analyze things on an atomic level. And you know, it's kind of like with the ability to, you know, really advance what we do already, and without having to do calculations ourselves, or, you know, all that other stuff. And
Pretty
it just
streamlined,
yeah, it just does it on its own. It makes it possible to.
Would you consider this like a sixth sense, and not in the movie way, but the ability to be aware of how you give off, like maybe an electron field transmission, right? Because this is my theory. Before anyone else had this, I thought the animals knew how we were based on that.
So I actually have emotion detection and currently programmed into it, and so, you know, in part it's really to help with the therapeutic aspect of it, but it is able to analyze, you know, what you're feeling on a neurological level, actually, and so. And it is based on the changes in your electromagnetic field.
So Skip suffers from massive apathy. So does he have any hope?
I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see.
Well,
Sorry.
technology can only take you so far.
Let me ask you this: so, how big is the system that you have? So, for instance, if I wanted to come in for call it a treatment, whatever, or a scan, do I have to like stand in a giant tube? Is it like an MRI thing, or is it just like little sensors?
I mean, it's about 4 or 5 inches.
Can you fit in that hole?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's portable, and it is, you know, easy to integrate into. Really
So then
anything.
I'm guessing it hooks into your laptop, and you prompt it to scan various frequencies?
It's set up right now, and so what I'm actually doing is I'm using it to actually see the environment around us, using so if you think about it like sonar, where they send out a frequency and then it's able to show you. Using Wi-Fi, I'm able to actually visualize the environment, and so.
That's crazy to be remote and still pick up on. Right?
Oh yeah, there's no need for touching anything, and it's really crazy to think that, these frequencies that have been around us all this time actually carry so much information. That just slight changes, that are able to be correlated to this or that.
So you talked about major universities having huge research departments and technological development departments. Talk about your setup right now. I mean, you're in the early stages right now, infancy, starting to gain some traction and grow. What does your lab look like?
Yeah, right now it is just really a home-based lab, and it's really trying to pick up traction. And, we have the device developed, and we're working on actually, turning it into a circuit board. Really looking for engineers, electrical engineers, and other partnerships with possibly universities. And really trying to grow our team. That's kind of where we're at right now.
Is there any I don't want to say competition because you would hate to think that progression meant that, but is there some other people who are working on this? I
mean, yes and no. Like with Neuralink, because it is actually capable of basically the same things. But there are a few other brain-computer interfaces. The difference is they're mostly wearables, or things that you have to plug onto your head, like little electrodes. And so, ours is the first of its kind, and really taking things to the next level.
Do you have some kind of maybe people that have some allegiance because it seems non-invasive? Like, is there that separation of a physical? Is there some adherence from people to say, I that's what I like. I don't want an implant, right?
Yeah, I think it definitely makes people a lot more comfortable, and that there are a lot of people who are very interested in what it's going to be capable of, right? And so they really want to see.
When you say capabilities, so what is the mainstream capabilities, or what is the future of this? Where are most people going to buy this? Is it only available in hospitals, or is something like if your wife's in a bad mood, you can point it at her and be like, "Oh, I didn't do the dishes." Yeah. Got it.
It sounds like we're touching on something really personal.
I mean, when can I get my hands on this?
Ashley, he didn't mean it. You had a bad fight last night. The dishes are not that bad.
So right now we're working on some crowdfunding campaigns here in the next few months, Kickstarter, GoFundMe, and so on, and you could actually be able to buy them through that. After that, it should be available through our website, and then we would like to go to the medical route. It's just going to take some time to get through testing and whatnot, which investment would be a huge help with.
Great. So what I hear you saying is we'll have crowdfunding source links available coming soon.
Yep.
And then also hiring for engineers.
Yep.
Could you kind of tell us like that? So semantics or average Joe, like what would you say if you had to like give a very simple, hey, here's how this could help you?
Give us the elevator pitch on the product.
Let's see here. Okay. Man, I completely blanked it.
No, it's fine. Because it's the tech to me sounds very overwhelming. But I think you're the guy that's got hands on it. You understand each application, on a day-to-day application for a normal person.
What would you like? What would you find
Who's
the average person?
Who's the typical
like,
end
that's
user?
great. That could help me.
I think what I like to think is since we're advancing a human-machine interaction, and through RF sensing and ultrasonic sensing, we're really also advancing human potential. And so it really is, its biggest limitation is going to be, us and what applications we are able to
create
put it
for
with,
it.
because, the ability to actually, modulate mood via frequencies, like therapeutic frequencies, is totally possible, right? Like you were saying.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely something that, is potentially in the future.
That's fantastic, man. It's funny on this show, we always talk about, new business owners or new businesses that pop up, and we get to see people in their infancy growing. And so, what do you foresee as your current pain point right now as far as getting to the next level, and how can we help?
Realistically,
money, right? Like,
it's definitely a big one. Right? And then, so in order to really get it to the next level, I think it would be ideal to partner with some institutions or some engineers to really, give me some credit, give the company some credibility, and get us on the roll.
Awesome. Chris, dude, that's great information. Prosperous Research Systems.
You heard it here.
Yeah, breaking news on UABQ. We appreciate you coming by. We're going to have links to all of your crowdfunding, your website, and everything else so that people can follow along and learn as this thing gets kicked off and up and running.
Awesome.
Awesome. Chris,
Appreciate
thanks a
it.
lot for your time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Coming up next, here's why you're going to want to stay tuned. We're joined by Cider Esquibel. DJ Cider, dude, you've heard of him, the best DJ in Albuquerque the last couple of years. Either
Why do
way,
you think my knees hurt from dancing so much?
stay tuned. This is UABQ. Welcome back. Segment 3 of UABQ. We're joined by Albuquerque's party starter, Cider Esquibel. DJ Cider, he's a promoter, the mind behind Blazing Bingo, and he's built a loyal following. Dude, thanks for showing up today, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you guys for having me, and super excited to sit and chat with you guys and let you know all the crazy stuff that I do.
For sure. Well, New Mexico kid, right? Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Yep.
We do meet a handful of people from Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man.
There's only a handful of them.
Yeah.
The worst relationship I ever had.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, New Mexico, man. I mean, the show's kind of all about Albuquerque, and I was born and raised here. So was he. What are some of the things about New Mexico, Albuquerque in general, that you're kind of nostalgic for that keep you here?
Well, you know what, man? I love just the whole part of Albuquerque. Everything, the culture. Albuquerque is awesome. They have a lot of awesome businesses. There's a lot of talent here. I work a lot with a lot of musical people, in different genres and stuff, but got a lot of talent in New Mexico. And to me, that's what a big part of what I do is trying to get it out there. I mean, there's like I say, it's just talented, and music-wise, vendors, there's so many awesome people that put out so much awesome product and stuff that people don't even know exist.
Let's talk about some cool product, dude. The T-shirt.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these T-shirts are pretty sick, dude. So this comes from your brand.
Yeah. Zia Creations is our brand, and we do stuff like this. We do them in all colors, and this is like one of our more popular stuff. But we do like a 3-piece jumpsuit kind of thing, and warm-up set, hoodie, and the whole deal. And we can customize them all. I mean, we got started doing this stuff by I work with so many people in the industry, like that they would ask for, their logos and stuff. So we started doing them, as well as bride and grooms. I started, bride and grooms would want pictures of each other. I've done stuff with different pictures of each other. And then, of course, like bachelor parties, they want custom stuff for the people. So schools, the same thing. I get a bunch of different stuff. And now it's actually even like kind of like kids, their parents hit me up. They're like, "Oh, my dog has my kid has a favorite dog or a favorite little."
Sure.
Yeah, so we do it all custom.
That's great. And you do that all in-house, or you have a big warehouse that you guys?
Yeah,
work
no,
on?
we pretty much do it all in-house for right now. I mean, we're planning on going a little bit bigger scale soon, but right now we do everything in-house. From big or small, we can cover it all.
That's great, man. Well, I'll send you a T-shirt order for my Sold by Skip company, and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
bride and groom, like what would you do?
So, I mean, we do fun stuff. Like, I mean, I've done stuff like for the bride, and it's a big old picture of the groom, or vice versa, stuff like that, or shirts that have a bunch of pictures of them, or, just their dates, the picture together, their favorite picture kind of thing, whatever it is that.
That would be.
Yeah, so.
Just documenting all the dates.
Yeah, exactly.
this is the pants
No,
off.
why is she so mad at all your pictures, Grant? That's how it goes in the date.
Yeah, exactly.
DJ lifestyle is fun, man. I had a roommate when I lived in San Diego who's a DJ.
Yeah, Kurt.
And he's a big, he watches every episode. Shout out DJ Kurt. But fun lifestyle, man. You meet some wild cats and have some fun
absolutely.
nights.
That is for sure.
So do you do nightclubs as well, or mostly just private events?
Mostly private events. I mean, I started in the beginning doing a lot of casinos and nightclubs and stuff, but I mean, to me, I wanted to go more to where, I do this as a full-time business, so I wanted to go more to where the money was and kind of tune myself for that. So now I specialize in weddings and stuff, but I do it all. We do cover stuff at nightclubs once in a while. We do stuff for schools. We do stuff for, businesses, whatever it is that they want music,
Sure.
we can take care of it. The thing that I love about all that is, of course, getting to meet all the people and, every different event, because, I've been doing it for such a long time that you meet so many new people every single time, and it's cool because I go out there and people are like, "Hey, man, I know who you are, and you did my sister's wedding," or whatever.
Please
so.
Tell me you don't play "We Are Family" every single.
No,
wedding.
no, bro.
I want to pull the plug.
Not every single family, because that song is actually wound up on some of my do not playlists.
I
like,
can't
you do not play
stand it. And the Cupid Shuffle, I'm like, just Joe, I'm going to leave the wedding.
Yep.
I like you two getting married, but I can't be here anymore. God.
No, the DJ at the wedding is
Yeah.
a huge part of it because you control the vibe. You're the MC. You make
Absolutely.
sure that things are moving in order. When we were picking our wedding DJ, I was like, I had a guy. He's like, he was a nightclub DJ, and I'm like, I don't know. He's like, trust me. I've done weddings. I have a whole outline for it. It's gonna be fine. And I trusted him. And same thing. He was just like on point with
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
because-
that one was good.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
Oh, yeah. No,
Usually I hate them, though.
No, that's for sure. I mean, I have a bunch of guys that can lay down the music, but when it actually comes to
Crowd
interacting
control,
with the
yeah.
crowd and controlling the crowd, helping your bride and groom set up the wedding how they want it, to me, that's where we excel 100% because it's like I sit with them and find out
There
what
you
kind
go.
of party you want to
Yeah.
build. Like you tell me what type of music you want,
Yeah.
that kind of vibe. I mean, you tell me who you want to do your bride and groom toast. You tell me who you don't want to.
Thank you.
Because a lot of times, I'm
Let
like,
me say
Yeah,
something.
let me have
like,
the drunk
Mike's-
dad do this
Mike's
one.
dead. Sorry.
yeah, no,
play
exactly,
defense.
yeah.
What you know what's cool is there's some DJs that go, listen, I've got it. I know your request, but I know how to do a wedding. And I'm like, no, you've been doing this for 32 years in a row, and we
Yeah.
hate it, But it's
Yeah.
kind of cool to listen to it and kind of tailor it to.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
That I feel like that's where I've gone so far as where I have, especially in the wedding industry, is because most of how I get out there is all through recommendations. People referring me through weddings they see. Normally, every wedding that I leave, I usually give out 3 or 4 business cards. And they're
That's
like, "Man,
good.
we loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The vibe that you bring." And to me, it's more of anybody. The way I look at it now can play music. I mean, that's the easy part of it. Beat matching, doing all that stuff. That to me is like the easy part. But it's interacting with the crowd. It's being able to read a crowd, seeing who's sitting out there, what type of music they're gonna like,
We
how
are
to handle
family.
it. Yeah, there you
But
go.
you know the good thing about Skip's DJ is Skip specifically said, I want Pakistani rap.
Yeah, I mean,
Just a bunch of goats in the background.
just getting crazy. Yeah.
Goat sound.
That's not right.
No, I mean, and I get that. I get a lot of different people ask me for some crazy stuff, and I mean, to me, I'm like, hey, this is your wedding. If that's
you
how
go.
you want it, let's do it.
Speaking of crazy stuff, I want to hear your best DJ voice as we go into our next segment, sponsored by Cuddy McCarthy, Pound Puppies.
Oh,
Pound
Unicorn,
cookies,
you're
right?
up next.
Give me your best
Yeah.
DJ voice.
We got it. This Pound Puppies portion of YouABQ is sponsored by Cuddy McCarthy Law Firm. My name is Pistol, a German Shepherd mix with a heart that's bigger than my bark. I've got a spark in my step, a tail that never stops wagging, because I still believe the best days are ahead. I've got lots of energy ready to run, play, and fill your world with laughter. But when the day winds down, I'll rest my head on your knee, because underneath it all, I'm sweet as can be, a listener, a learner, and a loyal friend. They say I'm loving, and it's true. I give my whole heart every single time. All I need is someone to give it to. Please say that someone is you. If you want to adopt Pistol, Cuddy McCarthy will pay all adoption fees because Cuddy cares. Contact Amanda Marie Garcia with YouABQ to coordinate.
Solid write-up.
Dude, nice, man.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Yeah, I appreciate that. So let's talk about strip club DJs.
Strip club DJs, I've been there before, done that, I mean,
I want to hear some stories in the strip club
Oh,
in
man.
the DJ scene.
Where are we going with this
Yeah,
show?
right.
What are you talking about? That's what the viewers
Yes,
want.
let's talk about our champagne room experiences. Skip.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I've definitely, like I said, when I started off, I was doing it all, so definitely did my share of doing some strip club action and stuff, and
Performing or just DJ?
no, not performing, no, just the DJ life, security life, but I've done some DJ stuff. It's fun.
DJ set,
Yeah, the VIP after parties DJs.
So as a promoter, so do you have how many DJs do you have working under you when it comes to booking?
So
Why do you
right,
say underneath them?
yeah, they're
Why'd you just say that?
I thought, well,
We're just talking about, let's move off to something. You say how many people are underneath them.
what does that even mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Okay, go ahead. Just ignore him. He can't get his mind out of there. Okay.
No, so I feel what you're saying there, but yeah, I do have a couple guys that work underneath me right now, and they work for PMP is my company, Party Music Pros.
Party Music Pros.
Yeah, PMP. So I have a couple guys right now. They're really awesome. They've been, getting out there and really killing it. And like I say, to me, it's the most important thing is how they get along with my people. the customers obviously is my number one thing, so I need to make sure that these guys are.
Well, it's
able
always
to.
it's tough as like a business owner or as a leader like that. It's your name on the sign, right? And
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so you want to make sure that the systems are done according to how I would do it. This is how I
Exactly.
like it. But it's tough to sit back and let them bring their own flair into it too.
Isn't it cool
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you own a sign company? When he changes names of his business, he just puts electrical tape on it and changes the name of his place. I wish we could queue up a sign of his that you could probably use your help.
Just fix it up, yeah.
He just has white out.
I'm not
this
have
anymore.
signs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't need that.
You
I,
have
I
an
don't have
office,
to, I don't have to
signs, or
resort
an
to
email
that.
address or a
That's how
website.
good I am. Just another top notch. Anyways, but sign stuff. What is it? What is the full gamut of what you can do?
Well, actually, we offer a whole bunch of different stuff. With PMP, we actually have, it's like a lifestyle, we call it, So Party Music Pros is our company, and we promote DJs. I have several that work for myself, as well as we also promote artists. I have 3 amazing artists that I have right now on PMP, and they work with us. They put out music, and they're New Mexico hip hop artists.
Nice.
One of the guys, his name is Vic Rodriguez, and he does a lot of stuff. He's my right hand man when it comes to a lot of the Blazing Bingo. He's my co-host. We have a lot of fun, and he's a super talented guy. And a lot of people that hear his music are like, man, who is this? And so guys like that. I have another guy. He also does the same thing, and basically, when I get these guys all together and we work, we do whatever. Our team, we're able to do any type of different events. But as myself, outside of just promotions, we have, of course, the Zia Creations. And on Zia Creations, we do all the shirts, all that kind of stuff. And then we also have PMP Lifestyle, a travel agency. So my lady, she has a travel agency. And it's pretty funny because we use PMP as well, but we call that premeditated pleasure. So you plan it out, right? Plan it out.
Don't even let him say one more comment.
Right. The strip club. Now, but you know what? My lady's awesome. She got, certified in all the whole travel thing. So it's great because we work with so many bride and grooms that come from out of town. So we can help them with rooms. We can help them with travel. We can help them set up all this stuff. And then she also got certified as an officiant. So a lot of times, when they ask me, hey, we need this or that, normally I can sit down and fill a whole bunch of stuff. We work with awesome vendors when it comes to photography and caterers and all this stuff. So, I have a list of all these stuff that I can offer,
Yeah, it's
bride
not
and
just
grooms.
a DJ, it's like a wedding planner too.
Yeah,
If somebody's-
exactly. A full lifestyle like a town that, we can offer you guys whatever, not just coming in, but also we can help you set up, your honeymoon type thing too. So works out really good.
Let's talk about DJ equipment, right? So, being the head guy, I would imagine you have to be in charge of all the speakers, all the microphones, and then figuring out how to work everything. Because 9 times out of 10, whenever someone's public speaking, the microphone goes out or there's feedback and everyone's pissed off.
Yeah, no, that's the thing for sure is, being on top of the equipment. My guys, when they're coming in and learning, that's what I try to tell them. Again, like the music is the easy part. You have to be able to troubleshoot this stuff on the fly. You're setting up and something's not working. You got
And the record
15
skips.
minutes. Yeah, right before
a lot
the
of pressure.
bride is going to come in for their, big introduction. You got to be ready to make sure that, you're ready to handle pretty much whatever pops up, because it does happen. I try to show them when they're kind of shadowing with me and learning how I do gigs and how I like to do my thing, how I like to set up and why it is that way, because I try to take a lot of little stuff out of things that are
The variables.
that could be taken out pretty easy by hanging cables, pulled out of the speaker, little stuff like that. So, I kind of
Grant likes to throw raves in his living room.
Oh, yeah.
And so you go to his house and he has Amazon strobe lights and then milk
I'm not
crates
from
with like
Amazon,
a
they're way better
record
than that.
player on
No,
it.
it's not true.
Yeah.
It's an inaccurate depiction of what happened. I actually have pretty top-notch things.
Yeah, good. That's
That's
awesome.
not true. That's
But I
not
can
true.
imagine, so storing all that stuff and then transporting all that stuff. And I say this because one of my best friends was in a band and he'd be like, yo, come to the show. And it was like an hour of them just like lugging all the
Yeah.
equipment in. And
Watch
getting
this.
Yeah.
And by the time the show is
That didn't work.
Yeah, right. No, that's what it is. Normally for all these shows, it's fun. Because we get there. We're there an hour and a half before these weddings. We leave usually an hour afterwards. And that goes for every single party, even stuff we do with our friends. And we're finishing up and they just want to party. They're like, hey, let's go party. And we're like, we still got to put all the stuff away. And
I've got 20 grand of equipment over
yeah,
here.
Yeah, exactly. And, so it's just a matter of that transition from, getting there on time to leaving. But yeah, the equipment thing, we pretty much have to be on top of it as myself, make sure that my guys have what they need to sound good, because that's how I sell myself. I look at it like what I sell as an hourly, rate as a DJ. I have to be able to provide that type of look, a lot of people can set up real easy and buy a real cheap setup, but you know, they see it and they're like, man, that's not kind of what I'm expecting. Versus to me, I try to always have the newest state-of-the-art, best sounding stuff. So
quality control,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
people walk up and say, oh man, no wonder we're paying this guy
He
what
has
we
got
pay
these
him an hour.
newest CDJs, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So you know, you got that's like the main thing about it, and just making sure that you know the guys that I work with and stuff know exactly what's going on. And
Well,
all
so
that good stuff.
it's no secret then why you won Best of the City award. What,
Yeah,
2 years? Is that right?
Yeah, this is the last 2 years in a row have been awesome. And you know, honestly, I really say that all of that has been from my customers, you know, because at every one of my event, I tell them, hey, you know, would you vote for me? And they're like, man, we'd love to. We'll tell our family to also because, you know, so many of these weddings that I've done, they still tell me, you know, years later, man, the way that you
My
did
wife and
our
I did
party,
not get divorced basically because of you.
because of us. No. But you know, it is good though to know that we leave lifelong memories like that. You know, that's what I shoot for every wedding that I do. Like I tell them, I want to make your special event as special as possible.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, everybody goes all out. So
That's good because you know we work in real estate and it's everything's relationship business. It's
Yeah,
not just the
absolutely.
transaction; it's the experience, right?
Yep,
and
yep.
and then keeping in touch afterwards. So
Because we don't work with musicians, could you set this up? Because you have a lot of probably relationships with musicians.
Yeah.
Do you think Skip could meet his childhood hero, Kid Frost?
Kid Frost, huh? Yeah, actually, you know, I do know some people that work with Kid Frost, and I could.
bring 'em
Oh my God!
chance we
First
can make
run
it
bell,
happen.
we bring the table. Now Kid Frost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a good
he, had
chance
the,
we
he
could.
had the most posters in his room. It was nuts.
Oh, shit.
He didn't even have a lowrider, but you know,
Yeah, no,
they're
for
hard
sure.
to get now. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
all right,
absolutely.
let's see. Let's see. So what is at one of these events? What's one song that never fails in Albuquerque specifically?
Albuquerque. Well, I mean, so Albuquerque is a couple different things because New Mexico music, people love it. You know, the Spanish music, something from Al Hurricane.
Big reggaeton guy.
Yeah, but you know, reggaeton, of course.
Hurricane,
But
yes.
Al Hurricane, you know, he's a godfather in New Mexico. I
And
grew up with him.
JR.
Yeah.
Don't forget JR.
No, absolutely. I mean, I grew up with them. My dad knew them. I grew up calling him Uncle Al because him and my dad were so close.
Oh,
What
that's
about
awesome.
Sparks?
You know, so the Sparks, the
Remember
same thing.
Sparks?
I grew up with them. That whole family. You know,
Who do you
just
think
knowing
taught him
them.
how to dance?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, Spark is kind of like, you know, but it's
No,
funny
it's
that
great.
we have our own culture where it's
Absolutely.
we like that's our that's our local, like, you know.
Yep. No, for sure. But yeah, you know, a lot of some of the weddings that I do, it's that type of New Mexico stuff. Here in Albuquerque, you know, 80% of the music that I do play is New Mexico style. You know, so that's always like a go-to that I do for a lot of stuff. But you know, it all depends. I mean, of course, I do get the people that are just like, we don't want to hear no Spanish, and we just want, you know,
Tiesto
yeah,
on
yeah.
repeat.
There
dude.
you go. Yeah.
What's
exactly.
okay? So over the years, what was your most like unexpected booking or one booking where you're like, holy shit, look at this setup, this is sick.
Barack Obama, probably, right?
Well, I mean, so I've done some pretty big events, like for some pretty big name companies that have gone all out, you know, for grand openings, stuff like that, where they're willing to pay for pretty much everything I have and say, hey, we really want to go all out. We want to have, you know, a car show, artists perform, you know, we want you to have models, you know.
Trapeze.
Yeah, the whole whatever it is that, you know, we can
I'm
offer
not
them.
available, sorry.
So, you know, those up for me have always been like my bigger events, you
Yeah.
know, stuff like that for businesses and stuff. But pretty much I've done a lot of stuff, you know, with a bunch of like, you know, real famous artists and stuff, just helping them, being involved in the music. And it's great. I mean, I love being out there, getting to meet it and pushing people. I mean, like my big thing, every one of my events, I'm like support local. 100%. You know, if you support local nowadays, it's all, you know, social media. One like, one follow, one share could make a huge difference for a DJ like myself, artists like all my guys that work for me, vendors, you know.
TV show hosts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, speaking of that, would it hurt people to press the like button
Yeah.
instead of telling me in person,
Yeah.
I saw your show? Can you tell me online? Do you have to
No,
count
yeah.
on meeting me at Smith's to say you watched their show?
No, and you know what I feel like
Tired of it.
That's a big thing is doing that little bit of interaction shows people, you know, that, hey, you know, it's a small, I saw this guy, I met this guy, I was at one of his shows, he did a great job, you know, because that takes a lot, that really goes a lot, you know, and that's completely what I say, you know, like that one like, one follow, one
It
share.
is. It's
does
kind
a
of
lot.
meaningful to just know that, like, someone's, you know, like watching or something. Or if you're a lurker, you go, oh, I watch all your stuff. I'm going to
Yeah.
give it to myself in my mom's basement.
No, for
Stop
sure.
it.
Yeah, and like to me, that's what I say. Those are like, I feel like the viewers out there. You know, you pretty much have your haters that are gonna hate everything that you do, and why do you do it? They don't even know who you are.
Oh, those
you know?
people are very present.
Yeah,
Let
and then you
themselves
have your
know,
watchers, right? Like you're saying, you have the people that just watch everything you do.
Sure.
They don't like no interaction. Then of course you have your supporters the one, small percent that supports you and 100%
Small percent
pushes
is
you.
right.
Yeah, really like small percent, and then you have that other portion that has no idea who you are, what you exist, your product. So I like to do shows like this and stuff because maybe there's somebody out there that would benefit seeing your guys' show, or somebody that benefits seeing me on vice versa. And hey, let's help each other out. Like the more people support each other, the bigger.
Well, I think
we usually say that at the end of, like, even off camera, we'd go, hey, let's help like repurpose it. Like we'll pump your tires, you pump ours. Like a lot of times I think that people will have missed the idea of the platform. It's like this is supposed to be maybe synergetic, right?
Yeah.
Us together as populating like both of our fandom and stuff, and I'm sure yours is higher. But like it's a good time to cross promote. And
absolutely.
No, Cider, you are everything New Mexico, man. You have your finger on the pulse of the community and making a difference in people's lives. So
I want a
appreciate
T-shirt though. I'm really mad that Skip got one.
Well,
I don't even think. Like I think it might be too big for him.
We'll have to have him
I'll
back.
fill it out.
Yeah. I was like coming out this morning. I was like, I gotta grab it and take it. So
Yeah. We'll
No,
share
for
it. I'll
sure.
wear it next week. You can have it the following week.
yeah,
Borrows
I'll
these.
shoot you guys another one by then. I have all kinds of crazy shirts, so I'll
Give him a
bring you
tank top.
something. Yeah.
Mr. Muscles over here.
Okay. I'll take one.
No, but Cider, we'll have links to your website, your
Yeah,
Instagram,
absolutely.
man. And like I said, we'll help you grow. You help us grow. We appreciate you stopping by, man.
Thank you guys for having me, man. It was fun. I was looking forward to it. I was, been watching a bunch of guys' stuff and seeing all the cool people you guys have had on and stuff. And I'm like,
Shut up!
I'm like, it's gonna be dope to get on and just chat with you guys, and like I said, just let people out there know what it is we do, and and how we can help them.
Keep it local, right?
Yeah,
Keep it
exactly.
And keep it loco.
Loco. Yeah.
What?
We're gonna get loco, roll through one of our blazing bingos, and find out what
Oh,
that's all
wait,
about.
Yeah, dude, no, wait,
I forgot about
where
Blazing
is
Bingo.
that?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
So
Skip's got
Blazing
his
Bingo,
pipe-
listen
Skip's
to
got his
this.
pipe ready.
Let me pitch Blazing Bingo
Yes.
based off of everything that I know about it. You get blazed, you play some bingo, you listen to reggaeton on full blast at a cannabis store.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even bingo, it's blunt. We got rid of BINGO and it's BLUNT. So, but you know what? It has been a huge hit. I've done it now almost 3 years, and it's grown from small to now pretty much everyone that we do is just about sold out. People love it because it's like I say, it's not your average, ain't your grandma's bingo, because it's not, Me and my co-host, we love, kind of
Where are
poking
you
fun at
holding
everybody.
this at?
It's at Enchanted Botanicals. We're going to have one this Friday night. Come check it out.
You
It's a
gotta go
blast.
to one and just come out there just.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And the thing is
Yeah, can you see my face?
so it's the smoke. It's a actual, like a smoke lounge, but it gets fully smoked out, But I mean, they have, good installation, ventilation and stuff. But the fun part is like so many people go to it that actually don't smoke, but just go to.
Oh, they come out of there
Oh
smoking,
yeah,
though.
yeah. Even
Yeah.
my lady, she's a non-smoker. She's like, whoa, that was a fun night. But it's great. People love the vibe. And the coolest part that I love about it is every time somebody new comes, like next week it's somebody else in their family. Like my aunt just came and she had a blast with you guys. You say it's not just a boring B. You know what I mean? We have fun.
Did
we
I
interact.
win?
So are there
Did
prizes?
I just win?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the prizes?
So like prizes are all local stuff. So I get glass from a place called YouABQ. They give me some awesome, amazing glass products. So, do that. Of course, a bunch of different dispensaries like Enchanted, one of my big guys, Sunshine Farms. So they give me a bunch of stuff. I put them in these bags, swag, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I go around to businesses to say, hey, do you guys want to
Promote?
throw in, whatever,
If
some
we
cards.
walk in there, do you think they're gonna think we're narcs?
No, I don't think so.
Well, maybe.
No, you know
We'll
what?
sit at the head
It's
table.
in Knob Hill, bro,
What?
so you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What about him? He's blonde.
No,
we're
you
on
guys.
to him.
No,
You
you
ever
guys
watch-
walk
you
in,
know-
and a lot of our customers
You
are.
watch Fast and Furious? This is him.
Yeah, a lot of our customers, like sometimes they walk in, I'm like, no, they're not here for the bingo. And they sit down and they're like, dang, they get all into it. So you don't really know who's the smokers out there, who's not. So, but
That would be me. I'm having a great time.
but yeah, it's
And then talk about the toy drive you have coming up.
yeah, absolutely. You know what? We do it every year. This is going to be we kind of took a little break for a while, but this is going to be our second annual, and this is actually all of PMP group that's doing it. So we call it the Duke City Toy Drive. We basically just go out and we try to hit up businesses. We try to do a small little event from here to there, and any money that we raise or get donated, we buy toys. And we basically go to Tower Park, somewheres where we get kids, we get a Santa, we blow up a big old inflatable Santa and just let kids come up and we give them, because there's a lot of kids that even their parents are like, man, without you guys, our kids wouldn't have had a Christmas.
Dude, I hear, I don't want to get like real gloomy, but like I hear so much of these kids like just don't have, like, they don't get anything
at all,
you
nothing.
know? And it's
for
not about
us, seeing
materialism, but it's just that like they go. I heard my friends get something like I did, and it doesn't have to be anything big, but like they just kind of end up with nothing. Like that's a great movie.
And you know, for us, just seeing that part of the kids is what's great. Seeing their parents just come up and say thank you so much, because you know, life is hard for us. Life hard for everybody right now. So it's like, hey, if we can help out in any little way, we love to do that. So, you know, I get a lot of businesses, and there's a lot of businesses that don't even know that we do it. So that's why we try to get ourselves out there and promote and push that and say, hey, look, if you want to donate, you guys can see it in action. And on top of that, we would also love to, if your business helps us out, you know, we love to go help you guys out. Maybe me and my, you know, our social media team, we can come up and do something fun to help boost your business. You know what I mean? And we all kind of help each other out along the way. Support local.
I can tell you're civic duty minded, because there's some people that go, oh, it'd probably be a good look for us to do this, but I know you're in reach and really feel that with being in step with your community. So I appreciate that. This guy that I love people that do what you do. Yeah.
It's a pleasure, you know, helping out people like that when we can. That's what we do, you know. So.
DJ Cider, thanks for keeping it local, my friend. Thanks for stopping
for
by
the shorties, you know?
Absolutely.
Coming up next, here's why you're going to want to stay tuned. It's everybody's favorite Skip's Tips. This is YouABQ. Welcome
back. Segment 4, right? A couple good guests, and very interesting. We're interested in that hot box bingo, or blunto. Okay, we have Skip's Tips coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Skip's Tips are anything that saves us time, makes us more money, or lets us have more fun in real estate or in real life. Attention sellers. Don't wait for buyers to find the problems with your house. Here's what I mean. Before you go under contract, do a pre-listing inspection. That'll tell you all the items that are wrong with your house that most buyers are going to be upset about. Fix the small things, disclose the big things. That'll avoid another round of negotiations halfway through the transaction. Hey, share this with a friend and tell them Skip said so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let me touch on that. I mean, that's a huge thing. If your house is going to be on the market for a little bit, how about be privy to what, like, maybe the things that need to be disclosed and fixed, instead of discovering your chimney's been gone since '87.
Grant's tips.
Yeah. Find out if you have a chimney ASAP.
Every Wednesday night, Sunday morning here on the Education Channel Worldwide and on Channel 27 YouTube. This is YouABQ.
Check that chimney, dog.
You're watching YouABQ.